and welcome back everyone to Steel Division 2. Today with us we have the final game of the 6th Peasant Tournament in my kingdom. For those who are unaware, I hold a clan where we do back-to-back tournaments to help newer players out, and so they get a feel of the tournament scene, and it's just overall good practice for everyone. They don't have to be newer players; they can be a tad lower skill than the pros that participate in the league tournament. So basically, I have a clan. We do a lot of tournaments. This is one of them, and this is the final. So I thought I'd share it with you guys all. This is two of the best. We'll say peasant, even though they're not peasant, but for the sake of the peasant tournament, we'll say peasant. But yeah, anyway, so we have here in the blue side, PlayerPp 85 playing with 17 SS Pentagon Idea Guts von B on a Maverick income. And in the red side, we have, well, his name here is Kuma Addict, but he is actually the God Emperor playing on a Maverick income with Second Infantry Indian Head. Now, we're going to be following the battle from PlayerPp's point of view. And yeah, we're going to start this right away. So there you go. We're going to put speed 1. All right. Hope you guys have a good time watching. So over here, PlayerPp is going to be starting with a Martyr tree, a SPW233. From his deployment, he's not going to go into the town here, which I think is a mistake on this map on this side. I think people should be gunning for the town, as it's an easy catch. You can go from this road. You can use this road as well. I usually personally unload machine guns and HE device right on this road, because it gives you 2 flags here, 1 here, and once you got this locked down, you can go easily for this one as well. But anyway, it looks like he's going to be a bit more conservative and playing against Second Infantry. You would want to be a tad conservative. It is a very good division. Bazookas everywhere basically, and M8s, which are dangerous against the SPW233. But here we have one that kills first shot on the left flank, so that's pretty good. Flamers is going to be fighting the Pack 40. PlayerPp did not remove the HE from his Pack 40, which I believe is a mistake, but it doesn't matter. Flamers capture the flag here. It is currently 12-12 for both players on a Maverick income, both of them. It is not, there's no deciding factor right away. Over here, the flamethrower is going to be pushed back by the M4A1 105. Pack 40 was attacking forward, but he's going back now, so probably PlayerPp targeted the tank, but he was quick to see that mistake and pulled back his Pack 40. Happens to everyone. Over here, SS Legionary is going to go against two 2-star Rangers. This is going to be dramatic for him, but he's still holding the line pretty good, although a Sherman is coming in on the left flank here, and that's gonna be pretty hard for him to dislodge. There's a Martyr tree here, right here, and I actually have to wonder, why did PlayerPp chose to put his Martyr right there? Can we get an answer to that?
I was trying to control the road, man. It's not exactly the best position. I would wish to put more ahead, but the Panzer Grenadier had to clear the road first, so I couldn't get a bazooka by something like a Ranger Marauder, which we can see ahead.
Yeah, we can see. It just seems strange because the Martyr tree, you know, it is a 2K range weapon, and now you have him at a CQC range, which usually is bad news for these guys.
Oh yeah, I'm using them defensively to push out lighter, actually heavier vehicles that my SPW can deal with.
All right. Well, thanks for the input. As you can see, everyone, we have PlayerPp here on the line, so he's going to be, whenever we need some explanation, he's going to be able to tell us what went down. Panzerschreck being unloaded here. Not going to be the greatest idea, but it looks like the Rangers are not pushing, so far, so good. More SS Legionaries are going to be coming in here to support the bazooka. Basics are going to be starting to be very aggressive in the forest over here. God Emperor, by the way, is a player that I had to play against in the 6th league tournament, which is funny now he's playing in the 6th peasant tournament. But God Emperor is a very good player. So when I say this is a Peasant Tournament, keep in mind that this is the best that the Peasant Tournament has to offer. Um, so these guys, they're not noobs. They're not pros either. So you know, I think we can see that by them being very aggressive over here, and you know, PlayerPp being defensive against. You know, he could be expecting anything from a lot of Sherman push, or you know, he knows that there's Ranger Marauders, as he mentioned earlier. So yeah, I mean, this is not a noob fest. Well, the Peasant Tournament is a noob fest. It's a great noob fest, but like I mentioned 3 times already, these are the best of the best. So a little bit of a down moment here, but there goes God Emperor pushing hard on the left with everything he's got. He's doing the hobo special, as we say. Legionaries, bazooka are dying. These guys are going to be backing out. You never know when there's a bazooka that's going to pop out. SPW 231 will try to save the Legionaries though. And there you go. Rangers are dying. P47 is going to be coming for the Flammenwerfer. Now, unfortunately, PlayerPp is going to lose this flag, and this is a disaster because this flag is very, very hard to take back. You really need to put a lot of supportive units in these forests in order to counter the same forest that the enemy has access to. PlayerPp, did you had a plan in mind to get back this flag, or did you intend to leave it like that for a while?
Initially, I didn't plan on losing this flag, but I didn't expect the Flammenwerfer to arrive that fast. But I soon call IG-33 to provide fire support and sludge the Flammenwerfer.
Well, there you go. So you are using supportive unit in the forest to try to take back. Really good tactic there. Definitely what you have to do. Plus, I see you're bringing a Flag 36 to protect the IG-33. Over here, we're going to have some Flamers going forward. Not the best idea against the Rangers, but I guess PP doesn't know that these guys are there. He's going to find out soon. And it looks like the SPW could shoot at the M1 gun, but not the M1 gun. I think maybe the M1 gun is on an effective fire, so he didn't bother to shoot, or I don't know what. Maybe a bug in the line of sight tools. There you go. Flamers going down one by one. Did a little bit of damage. Cost half of this unit's points. Over here, P47 with the 500 pounders. It's going to go for the Martyr Tree. Could kill it, but doesn't. But a direct hit of that right on the canopy would definitely kill that. In my opinion, there needs to be a recon around here to give the Martyr Tree line of sight there. PP, did you had a lot of recon in your deck, or did you only had those Wheel Batcher in Phase A, other than the vehicles?
For Phase A, yeah, for Phase A, I only had Beer Batcher and the SPWs.
All right.
I have more off flares on the SPW 222 for Phase B.
Okay, all right. Ranger Marauder dies from who? Not just the Martyr Tree. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, this Pezergana deer there killed it. Flamers, Rangers still holding the forest over here. And what else we're missing over here on the left flank? Not a lot of ground loss from PlayerPp, but God Emperor is bringing the entire army down this road, and he intends to move in. He's got bazookas leading the Flamers. There is a lot around here as well too. There's Martyr Trees, Stug 4, SPW 233, some Pencil Grenadier. But I feel like God Emperor could easily just walk in. Oh, although there is a JU-88 coming in here for these guys. Could kill 3, 4. Let's see how much he kills. Killed 3 of these guys, 2 of these guys, 3 of these guys, which is awesome. Pin down these guys as well, which is gonna make the Panzerschreck be able to actually kill the rifles, and the Flamers have a bit of an advantage over the Rangers. Bazooka here is gonna start killing probably everything. SPW 233 is giving a good fight though. What are these guys doing? There you go. Bazooka died. I think PP was lucky there. But everyone else seems to be having a bad time. Both players. Legionaries, leaders coming in. Leaders going to be real great here, especially for the recon. Allowing them to see better in the forest and to shoot faster as well. So it's going to be really good. This flank here is still dead. I guess PlayerPp could have manually targeted the flamethrowers, but it didn't happen. Over here, we still have the same deployment. I guess everyone is concentrating on the left side with rights. There's a mortar 60 mil here. That's going to be very, very annoying. Oh, there you go. There you go. He's manually targeting just as we were speaking about that. Unfortunately, he doesn't know where the flamethrowers is, I would assume, because he's shooting there. It's a safe bet here. But by putting the smoke here, it's going to give his position out. Hopefully, PP is going to be seeing that for his next targeting. Over here, Legionaries, Peasant Grenadier are going to move in. These guys are going to be able to dislodge that Ranger. There you go! M4A1 is going to be dying from the Martyr tree. There you go. Very nice position. And it looks like he was able to see that without any recon as well. Oh, maybe the Peasant Grenadier. Maybe not. And it looks like it's not the first kill either. So, really good, really good. Oh, kills the Martyr tree. But, you know, he did get quite some kills. So, I think he paid off for himself. I think these guys are 50 bucks. Not more. Over here, we're having a little bit of difficulties, but, you know, he's still holding the flag, so that's great. Yeah, 50 bucks they are. Really, what's hurting him is this. Now, I think maybe he's waiting for the smoke to go before manually targeting again. Maybe his attention is elsewhere, but slowly but surely, he's working out to recapture this flag. M18 Hellcat's going to be very dangerous. We are now in phase B. Stug 4s are coming in. P47 might go for the... Yeah, there you go. He's going to go for the IG-33. There is a Flag 36 here that's going to allow one pass, but no more. So IG-33 can still shoot. Going to kill the flamethrowers right then and there. So, bad move on God Emperor for putting smoke, because, you know, he was shooting here at first. Captures back the flag. 12-12 for players. At this moment, PlayerPp, what was your overall thinking on how the game went?
I was afraid about the left side because of the God Emperor build-up of troops. And I was trying to push the right side, but I simply couldn't dislodge the forest from the Rangers. Which is a little bit of a mistake on my part, since I didn't concentrate enough CQC troops.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. You send them piecemeal, and well, now at least we see two Storm Pioneers together. But yeah, you send them to their death alone. It's unfortunate, especially since sometimes they're 2 or 3 stars. But, you know, it is the game. When you play the game, people get stressed out, and these things happen to the best of us. Oof, ouch, ouch, ouch. Now, Bazooka is going to come in for another run at these guys. Will the Peasant Grenadier and 2-star Recon detects them in time? Probably. Probably won't be that dangerous. Over here, there's a JU-88. Coming in with 2 5-pounders, 500-pounders. Oh, there you go. M4A1 killed by the Panzerschreck. Next target probably going to be the M3. There you go. Some bombs here going to pin down. Maybe 1 health Legionary going to surrender 6 Rangers. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Over here on the right side, the M8 is coming in and gonna intend to do a lot of damage, but against these Stug 4, not going to last a long time. Hopefully these Storm Pioneers will make their way around here. There's only 1 Rangers left now, so it's not dramatic. Oh god, no, 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 no. PlayerPp doesn't seem to be seeing this right now. His attention is most definitely around here. So now he's going to lose these Stone Pioneers. That is so unfortunate. 2-star Stone Pioneers. Oh no. But the battle is happening around here. The 60mm mortars are being quite annoying. But, you know, they are hitting absolutely nothing though. So it's not dramatic either. Stu Force gonna maybe move in. Maybe he's afraid of more bazookas. I don't know, or he doesn't see that. No, that is unfortunate. No. His attention must be here. No! The M8 actually killed the Stug. As the Stug was trying to get forward. No, he was forward. I don't know. Maybe the M8 shot when he was side flanking. Anyway, however you look at it, this is dramatic. Plus now there's an off map coming in, 203 mil. These are pretty powerful. If God Hamper hits around here, he will have a jolly good time.
It was actually the P-47s that killed off that Stug.
Oh, so it was the P4. There goes the God Emperor joining us in VC, and so I'm glad he joined. So the P-47 killed that Stug, and what a nice kill. There is a SZF Z71 here, and I guess maybe the positioning stopped it from shooting. Over here on the left, still no movement by both players. There was a lot of casualties around here, and but we're still in a deadlock. And now PlayerPp had the opportunity to recapture that God Emperor. We were just talking about how you actually revealed your position by throwing the smoke here, which allowed the IG-33 from shooting you. Yeah, that was a major blunder there. Did you not try? Was there a reason why you didn't try to recapture this with maybe doing smoke, or were you just so concentrated on the left flank, on your right flank?
So the reason why I did the smoke is I figured he was systematically attack grounding different areas, and I know that the smoke would block the attack ground order. So I figured I can get a few more minutes out of them since they have like what 3 to 6 smoke grenades.
Yeah.
So I just kept doing it, and it kept them alive for an extra, I think, like 5 minutes. So that was 5 minutes of a cap because I couldn't push either way.
All right, I see. See, guys, this is why I really enjoy having these two players in the game, because sometimes with our highs we can't comprehend the choice the players made, and by them explaining to us, it really gives another outlook. I'm really glad both players are here right now. It looks like PlayerPp is going to be having not having the time of his life here. It's going to be really hard in CQC with the Stug against the that's a Rhino and the M8. So it's going to be really hard for him to push back. Plus there's an off map, but the off map looks like he's going to actually save his points, save 140 bucks, and use it elsewhere. Now PlayerPp will be expecting the off map, so he might not as push as strong as he would. PlayerPp, did you not push as strong as you would because of that first off map, or it didn't bother you?
Well, I was absolutely afraid of a second battery as well, but I was more concerned about clearing the forests from bazooka and stuff like that, so I don't actually lose my tanks.
Yeah, and it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. Here we have a little advance from God Emperor. 3-star Stone Pioneers will definitely clear this forest, although there is basically nothing here. Stug 4 will get shot by the 60mm mortars, and this is a move I enjoy and I do myself a lot. You absolutely need to use these mortars against tanks. This is how, you know, the Allies, the British would kill a lot of tigers and things like that by just calling in artillery, and it actually works pretty well in the game. Here we see P-47 going down. Ju-88 is going to be shooting as well. That buffer is not going to stop it. These guys are pretty big. Targeting the mortars, actually. And it's a good move. I don't understand why it didn't kill it. I guess, I don't know. It wasn't directly on it. But really good move there, targeting the mortars. Over here on the left, still not much happening, and we're going into phase C. So players' income's going to be a little tight. But I guess God Hamper would have the advantage here because, you know, PlayerPp stuff, they like the tank would cost 85 bucks, while God Emperor is going around with 50 points tanks. Although it's infantry all coming in half track, this is quite expensive. Well, I guess they are just 5 bucks, so not that much. I think I remember these guys being 10. They might have been nerfed recently. I don't know. M1 gonna get the kill on the martyr most likely. No, gets out of line of range. Over here we have a lot of disheartened unit. Basics are gonna be really strong, but they are going against 2-star flamers, so yeah, it's not gonna go well here. PlayerPp was able to get back on the hill. There's some howitzers that looks like they might have been forgotten there for a bit. Howitzers will do a lot of damage to these houses. Big push here. There's basically just one Stug and a Flamer holding out. If only God Emperor knew that. But there you go. Stug died. JU-88 is going to be coming in with the bombs. Now these guys are going to be moving forward. Classic hobo move there. Half-tracks will be able to capture the flag. Engineers, did he actually throw? No, he didn't. Okay. I thought for a moment he did. Stone Pioneer, there you go. This guy had the time. Stone Pioneer is dead. God Emperor captures the entire hill. Now it's going to be very hard for PlayerPp to get back on this hill. But it wouldn't be the first time that God Emperor captures a hill and then get pushed back again. So who knows? 2-3-1 actually, well, a combo of these guys killed both M18L Cat. These guys are really fragile, so the 2-3-1 would have done a lot of damage. Nebelwerfers were called a little bit for nothing here, as just the because God Emperor is kind of spreading everywhere. So even if one shot goes here, there's still all these guys moving out. It's gonna be really hard, but there is no bazooka, so basically that that SPW 231 will be able to hold all of these guys, and this is a story of how PlayerPp most likely recaptured this area there. It is unfortunate, but there goes the off map coming in from God Emperor. It's gonna be, if you target this area here, the crossroad, it's going to be bad news for PlayerPp. Over here on the right side, it is a little bit stagnant as both players concentrate on the left. The howitzers are finally starting to shoot. God Emperor still shooting at the tanks. And this guy's been left and forgotten there for a while. I figured maybe he would have wanted to hit the Bofors 40 mil. PlayerPp, did you add any intended target for these Nebelwerfers, or did you just bring them out of habit?
I brought them to counter artillery mostly, but they were out of range and I was afraid to bring them further. So instead I will use them to clear forests.
Alright. Yeah, the Nebelwerfer 300 mil, they only have 4,000 meter range, and there you go. Now he's going to be clearing the forest, as he said. This is what I don't like from the 300, is how little range you have. You really need to be a daredevil with them. IG-33 still being useful around here. God Emperor almost pushing him out of there. But it is still 12-12 after 22 minutes. Off map, exactly where it should be. But by this time, the reinforcement, some of the reinforcement already had arrived, and now there's only going to be an M3 half-track defending. It's funny how this game, it's either opponent have either everything or nothing at all. There's been a lot of push from God Emperor. Always, PlayerPp was able to get back and push them out. Even here, we have the Martyr 3 fighting the Rhino. I think Rhino should get the kill. Doesn't even get the kill, but at least he doesn't die from the Martyr 3. The off-map is helping this guy out a little bit. M5 are gonna do a lot of damage. I think the M5 could kill these Stug. You know, you go from the side. 3 of them could do the job. And there is a Rhino with them, so that's gonna be good. So the 300 mil cleared the forest. SPW 231 is gonna be coming and help the Pentagon ID. Over here, the Legionaries are gonna be moving forward, and it looks like PlayerPp might get the hill here, thanks to his armored recon. Another push from God Emperor. Yeah, he's gonna be pushing. Basics gonna be going against Legionary. That's not gonna be a good combo because of the Flamers and the 2-star. God Emperor, what was your state of mind as you first successfully went on that hill, but then was pushed back, then successfully went on that one, and then pushed back, and the timer kept going? What was going on in your mind at this moment?
Can I swear, or will you get demonetized?
No, I don't care. You can swear.
I was like, fuck, because as soon as I was pushed one area, the other area would get countered, and that Stug 4 on the hill there, that was replaced by another Stug 4 that was replaced by, or that had a martyr there, kept killing all of my reinforcements. If you look at that road there, that 1750 meter range completely fucked a bunch of Shermans that I kept pushing up there, and so I couldn't adequately put support there. And then I ran into the issue of second ID without bazookas, where I didn't have the infantry anti-tank that I'm so used to doing. So normally I can get within 150 or 100 meters and throw the anti-tank grenades.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm so used to doing. But with the Americans, we don't have that. So that's what I kept running into.
Yeah, definitely. This position, I see you're smoking it now. This is a really good position for the enemy. PlayerPp, what was your state of mind during this time of the battle?
On this flank, I was happy that I was controlling the road, which was precisely why the Martyr was there in the first place, early game. And I'm still careful about bazookas because due to the recon teams not influencing front lines, I was worried that one of them would sneak up, and that does happen later on in the game.
Yeah, we can see it here. As soon as you're gonna push a little bit more forward, that's the thing with the American division, though. Well, no, with any division is you always gotta worry about those bazookas and those close entrenchment, those CQC place in the map, plus the hills that sometimes will stop you from shooting. It really needs a lot of micro from both players to be able to juggle these engagement correctly. Still, the JU-88 God Hamper has not had a response to these things during the entire game. He does have the Bofors 40 mil. God Emperor, was there a reason why you didn't bring any more AA?
So the reason why I didn't bring any more AA was simply because I needed to keep putting pressure on those areas, and the issue I was running into was those Stug 4s and then the Jagdpanzer that comes up there. Originally it was the Stug 4s, because if I put any AA up to support that flank, it was just going to get picked off. I mean, I could have put it to the right of that 60 mil in that little complex there. But I was, again, too busy trying to exert influence and force him to make more buys with more legionnaires, trying to drag those out.
Yeah, and that's a very good tactic for sure. Rarely, when you look at Division 1 league games, pro players will rarely put out any AA if I rarely see them. So I guess it is a good thing to have more units on the ground. Personally, I could never get around to doing that, though. I get so scared always. The airplanes kind of pisses me off so bad. So personally, I always bring a lot of AA. But yeah, I guess the JU-88 were not that dramatic in the game. They weren't a decisive factor, but definitely an annoying factor. Over here, we have God Emperor completely losing the hill. He's so busy over here on the right that he's even forgetting to load his infantry. This when you started microing everywhere and the action is all over the place, this is when you make some major mistakes, and you just gotta hope your enemy doesn't, capitalize on these things. A lot of mortars here, which is a good solution. I think we could be seeing a lot more smoke. As I keep saying in the kingdom, players need to use a lot of smoke. We've seen some good smoke usage though from the howitzers, I think. And there you go. As we were saying, a lot of smoke being used here. That IG-33 has been alive the entire game, shooting almost all of his ammos. It's unfortunate for God Emperor. Now he's losing around here. It is 15-9 for PlayerPp. Looks like it's gonna be a decisive battle around here. Well, unless God Emperor has a lot more infantry to throw with the help of the 60 mil mortars and some smoke, he could be coming back up, but it would be very difficult. The Ranger Marauder here, it looks like he actually killed both vehicles, the Stug and the Stug at least. There is a SPW-231 here. These guys have been annoying God Emperor the entire game, and has been kept alive too, so that's surprising. Over here, the artillery is going to be shooting at the 105 mil. Although the SK-18-105, not the greatest artillery, but they do have a lot of accuracy, 45% compared to 24%, and most artillery that don't have 45% accuracy. So, I mean, they are pretty good for that. Personally, I don't ever take them, but maybe that's a mistake on my part. Legionaries are going to try to regroup before taking the flags. There is a Jagdpanzer here that's going to be controlling that road placement, and at this point, I don't think God Emperor has any AT. God Emperor, did you have any M10 in your deck, or you only had these M18 Hellcat?
I went with the Hellcats instead of the M10s.
Okay, all right. So, personally, I don't like taking M10s either. I think they sucks for tank, especially now that they only have 2 APCR around. I know Stardeck, if some of you watching know Stardeck has been saying the M10s are potent. I don't know. I think they're they're a waste of money. Their traverse is bad. They're really slow. They are ambush. Like most American, well, like all American anti-tank, like all American tank destroyers. They are ambush tanks, and you don't want them in the open. You don't want them shooting more than once or twice before scooting out of there. Anywho, more JU-88S here. The buffers are pinned down by what I assume is the 300 mil Nebelwerfer that shot. Yeah, you can see he did shoot. There's some SPW-222, so there is more SPWs recon coming in. These are going to be extremely annoying. They can kill these M3A1, although the M3A1 are 12.7, but I don't think alone going to be doing the job at suppressing. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, there you go. It's not even in Conquest. SPW coming into the forest. Legionaries, 3-star Legionaries against 1-star rifle. Gonna have a bad time, but the rifle looks like they are actually doing a good enough job to kill them. Although now they have to go through the Panzer Grenadier and the SPW-222. Over here, Panzer Grenadier is gonna be shot at by the late rifles with 2 Browning automatic rifle. But yeah, now there's a lot of Ezekiel Z 222s on the map, and this is definitely going. Like there's no coming back from that. There's no coming back. If you don't have tanks, if you don't have light recon of your own, it's gonna be a really hard time. Now we can see a Bofors 40 mil coming in here, but probably not gonna do much. This Nebelwerfer, I don't think. Yeah, maybe he shot a couple of times. There is some supplies that's been taken out, but hasn't shot enough to my taste. the thing with these Nebelwerfers is, and with any artillery really, if you spend a point on artillery, you really want them to be shooting constantly. 105 mil were targeted and killed by the SK-18-105. There's a lot of armor here. Yeah, there's no coming back from that. 16-8. PlayerPp, did you think that you had this in the nail by that time? All right, I think.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Did you think the game was all but won at this time, or were you still a little bit nervous from a comeback?
I was still worried that he could come back on the left side, mostly because I had no CQC infantry by this point, and I was fighting mostly on the open ground and hoping the SPW could hold the ground.
All right, so you had no more CQC unit by that time.
Yeah, by this point I only have Panzergrenadier and Volksdeutsche.
All right, God Emperor, did you think the battle was all but lost, or did you have some slimmer of hope of coming back?
Oh, hell no. The writing was on the walls at that point.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Especially with that SPW. What a... Well, I want to say dirty move, but, I mean... Oh, God, this is hard to watch. I really hate those light recon. I think they're overpowered in the game. This just doesn't make any sense. But there you go, we have it. There is a M4A1 here, but another Stu-4 is coming in on the hill to take that access road. I'm not sure. Did we see that off-map shoot again, or did it have remaining salvos?
It only has 2 salvos, so I used the one as a blocking barrage on that intersection there, and then I used the first one to try to take that other side.
Right here. All right. Napalm coming in for that sweet HE effect, but it's gonna be turned back by the buffers and, well, not the Rhino, but he is wasting his ammo nonetheless. Yeah, still holding on to the flag here. 16-8. SPWs behind. Stug-4 coming in on a move order. So there's the but this guy's on the move order too. Almost get the side shot. American tanks can actually shoot very, very well on the move. The dev programmed the calibrator they had in their tanks historically. So as an American player, you can go on the move and get some kills. I never tested this out though, but there you go, guys. This is obviously a game. There's no way God Emperor is gonna move from there. God Emperor, we discussed earlier in the game that you had some experience and were fighting me in the 6th league tournament. When you went into the Peasant Tournament, did you expect to win this hands down, or did you maybe think maybe there would be some opponents that would be able to rival you?
So that was back in the day, and this is now. So the difference between that is the fact that I've had a lot of life issues and like changes going on in my life, so I've been rusty. So it's nice to get back into the game, and I just went into it like every game was a different game.
All right, sounds good. And yeah, I can understand that. I when I stopped playing for 8 months, I came back and was just so frustrated by my performance. Yeah, with Steel Division, you really need to constantly be playing if you want to be good, because the meta change, units change, units were given different weapon loadout, things like that. PlayerPp, when you got into the well, first of all, congrats for your win. You are the champion of the 6th Peasant Tournament. How do you feel about this win? About the championship one?
Well, I really didn't expect to win, not gonna lie. This is my first tournament, but I've been playing Quick Play for a while now, and a little bit of coaching from one some noob help out as well.
All right, well, congrats to both players. Would you 2 players recommend people joining the Kingdom of the Noobs if they want to be better at the game?
Absolutely.
Most definitely. I always recommend your Kingdom of the Noobs whenever I'm playing QP and like new people, and I'm like, hey, go learn with these guys. They help you out.
All right, Yep.
I recommended a lot of people during this tournament as well to ask the lords of the kingdom for help, because I think some stuff that like basic advice could help a lot.
Yes, definitely. Yep.
On the earlier matches, I fought someone that like didn't know the range of the tanks, and I could just have free reign with T-34 1944.
Yeah, definitely getting advice from long time playing players can always be good. Thank you guys both for joining us in this video. I really appreciate your input. It was awesome, and wish you guys to have a nice day.
All right, have a good one, and thanks for having me on. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for the view, and remember to subscribe, please.
Yes, subscribe, guys. Subscribe to my channel and subscribe to the Kingdom of the Noobs. Just write it in the comment if you want to join. We'll send you a link. Oh wow, that Stug4 did kill a lot. That might have been the one on the road. I don't know. Boy. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us, and I will see you at another time during another video. Goodbye.